So greetings from Pennsylvania once again, and we're on our first big trip of the summer season. Although it's only April 28th, I'm done teaching for the season, so kind of our summer trips begin. We're currently out here in Somerset County. We're gonna be out here in Somerset and Bedford counties in the following 2 days. We're gonna be hitting up some covered bridges. We're actually finishing up the last 3 covered bridges in Somerset County and the last 3 in Bedford County on this trip, plus some other things. But we're currently here at the King's Covered Bridge. But they have a nice little park area for it here. You can't drive across this one. There's a modern bridge replacing it. Yeah, the King Covered Bridge. It says it's built in 1802, which seems a little bit early for me. But we'll take it. Because it was rebuilt, I'm looking at the sign, they're rebuilt in 1906 and 2008. 127 feet long. And this is the Laurel Hill Creek down here. We'll take a closer look in a moment here. One interesting thing though is last summer I filmed 19 covered bridges out in Washington County, and on the way home I drove right past what's called the Barren Vale Covered Bridge, which is actually just up there. I wasn't planning on filming that one that day, but since I drove right by it, I did. What I didn't realize at the time was the King Covered Bridge is less than a mile away from it right here. You know, just up the road it is, but I didn't know that at the time. Bam, we're back. All right, let's check it out. Yeah, some other folks up there were taking pictures of it. They might be on a covered bridge hunt today too. It's a nice little spot. Beautiful creek. Wow. We're gonna have a beautiful view of the bridge too. Oh wow, that is beautiful. If I hear a kingfisher, that is a beautiful shot right there. Yeah, when you're looking for those postcard worthy pictures, this is what you want. Beautiful stream, red covered bridge, beautiful blue skies today. Wow. Yeah, they have a map here. Where are we? Oh, we're here. King's Covered Bridge. Yeah, right there's the Barren Vale Covered Bridge. They're right next to each other. But later today I'm headed down to another one. I don't know if it's on this one, the Lower Humbert Bridge, and we're gonna be making our way to Mount Davis and Salisbury Viaduct before heading back over to Bedford County. Yeah, beautiful, absolutely beautiful shot right there. That's a beautiful stream too. Yeah, my notes say it's both a Burr Arch and a King Post Truss. But I can see the bottoms of the Burr Arch. They have a very similar look to some of the other Somerset County bridges did. That layered wood. We'll look at that closer in a moment. It more than likely does have yeah, I can see the King Post up there. The one source said it was just a Burr Arch, one source said it was just a King Post, but it's actually both. Oh, I forgot to guess if there's steel beams. You know, I do not see any steel beams. Well, you know, it's not in use anymore. That makes sense. I just forgot about that. Yeah, here, these Burr Arches, instead of being a single piece of wood, it's like these multiple layers. You'll see that even better when we're up in the bridge. Man, this is a beautiful spot. This is an absolutely great first stop of the trip. This bridge is beautiful. This spot is beautiful. All right, let's take a walk across. All right, but just before that, they do have some information here. A big boulder here, a bunch of names on it, but here we go. History of King's Covered Bridge. Historic records indicate that numerous bridges have occupied this site over the years. Signs on the bridge indicate that it could have been built as early as 1802, but conflicting records are unclear as to when exactly it was built. That's what I found online. 1802 seems a bit early for a covered bridge, but anyway. Yeah, John King, who owned the land, was named after John King. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all of it. You can pause the video, read all of it. So it was used for traffic until 1934. Wow, it's an early date for it not being used. Yeah, 127 feet long. All right. So here we go. So this one has not been open to traffic for a while. A little bit of graffiti. Yeah, this one's a little bit different on the inside. A lot of our Somerset County bridges were painted red and white. The burr arch here was usually a whitish color, but you can see, you'll see the layered wood of it. And also this aspect too, where they have it covered here with planks of wood. The burr arch is covered, and back here too. That's a common feature of our Somerset County bridges. I can hear that creek below us. We can actually see it through the beam. Well, not right here, you can't, but yeah, there's actually quite a bit of graffiti through here, unfortunately. Takes a little bit of the charm away. Yeah, it's just full of it. Make it to the other side. We can look what's actually down in here underneath the covers. Just kind of covers the wood, I guess. All right. And then there's more parking over here. There's looking back, and we're gonna get another beautiful view of it down here. Some robins. Yeah, wow. That's another beautiful shot. This is one of the more photogenic covered bridges we've come across. It's nice that it's like a little park here. Wow. Creek looks like it's running a little bit high and muddy. But it's a popular spot on like hot summer days because you have the pavilion up there with picnic tables. Come down here into the creek. Yes, a beautiful bridge and a beautiful spot. It's gonna be like 75 degrees today, although it's not quite that warm yet. Not even noon. All right, like I said, this is a great start to our trip. About 2.5 hours to get out here from home. This is our first stop. All right. Yeah, the graffiti's a bit annoying, but wasn't expecting to see so much of that. But it's probably, like I said, in the summertime, it's probably a popular spot. So, and that's what happens then. And the last time we saw one this badly graffitied was up at like northwestern PA, up in Crawford and Erie counties. Or maybe it was at Crawford, maybe it was Mercer, I forget. Anyway, there's a couple there that were bad shape that way. No open fires. Yeah, kind of funny to see that on the bridge, but obviously, bridge built of wood, you don't want any open fires on here. Yes, like I said, really neat spot here. There's a sign there for video surveillance in use. Got a little bit of traffic noise here too though. But minus the traffic and the graffiti, this spot's pretty awesome. We're gonna go back around and take one more look at it from up that way. Yeah, I should point out there's plenty of, well, a lot of parking here, porta potty, so. All right, let's go get, I love this view from over here. Yeah. Let's head back down to the creek again. I just realized I forgot to show you the king post in there. We can kind of see it from here though. Maybe I'll quick show it to you. You should know what it is by now anyway though. Yeah, if you look up there, we'll zoom in. The king post is right there. It's the upright with the diagonals on either side of it. Where you see on either side of it, there's just one diagonal. And over there, there's just one. But the king post in the middle has both diagonals. The king post. The middle post, you could think of it. Alright, but time to say farewell to King's Covered Bridge. This is a beautiful one. I know I keep saying it, but it is. So we're headed now further south into Somerset County. We're going to look for Lower Humbert Covered Bridge. Alright, hopefully we'll see you there. Thanks for coming along and thanks for watching.